hello, welcome to today's training. Okay, today's training is about the business of snail farming and how you can be a multi-millionaire through snail farming. I'll also be teaching you on how you can leverage on the opportunities in this industry. So without wasting much of your time, I'll try to make this training as detailed and as brief as possible. So let's move. So this is the outline for this training. I'll be taking the introduction in my next presentation, the profit potentials with 1000 snails, where to market your snails, creating multiple streams of income through snail farming, and how you can get started. So let's go. At the end of this training, I'll be giving a free checklist, so I hope you stay till the very end. For everyone that stays, be rest assured that you will get this free checklist, and trust me, this checklist is really detailed. It will help you in your decision. It will guide you through your journey as well. The important thing is it's not just about doing a business. I believe everyone here has an interest in investing, in growing their streams of income, adding or multiplying whatever existing stream of income they currently have. And it's important you know the details about what you're going into, the profit potentials, your return on investment, and more things I'll share. So all of that will be taught in the course, and extra details will be given in the free checklist. So I pray you to stay till the end. Thank you. Alright, so let's go. I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name is Francisca Ogboko, as you all know, and for those who don't know, I'm the lead consultant of Agri-Economy. Agri-Economy is an agribusiness consulting firm that is set up to help new and existing farmers, giving them guide, giving you details on how to go about your agribusiness. Okay, we give you details on your ROI, we give you details on markets, we give you training as well on those that do not even have an idea of a specific niche that they intend to go into. I'm a trained accountant as well, so I've been able to combine my accounting skill and knowledge with agribusiness and deliver good results. So let's move. I'll be doing an analysis now. Okay, an analysis for 1000 snails. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that, let's say you want to start with 1000 snails. Note, you can start with more, you can start with less, so depending on your capacity, but I'm just starting with 1000 for everyone to see, and then you make your decisions from there. Okay, so let's say you start with 1000 snails. Mind you, there are 3 different species of snails. Like in Africa, specific of African snails that are eaten globally. So there are 3. We have the AF, we have AA, and we have AM. Okay, so scenario 1, this is one species that lays up to 100 eggs per batch. So these snails lay up to 100 eggs per batch, and we have 3 batches in a year. Okay, 3 times a year. That's how the African snails lay. So if this snails lays 3 times a year, ideally you're expecting 300 snails from this species. Now let's say something happens, you don't manage your farm well, you're a newbie, you don't do things right, and you cut down and say, okay, we're not able to sustain the 300 snails that we got at the beginning, and you say, okay, you're able to manage your farm and get only 150. Now, what is the cost of purchasing those snails? You purchase each of those snails from us at 500 naira per one. So that's 500. That's your initial investment, if you understand what I'm saying. Your initial investment that you used to buy your breeding stock. Now 1000 snails now lay 150. Remember, 150,000. Remember, you're supposed to get up to 300,000. But you didn't manage well, something happened, things infested your farm, and you got 150,000, which is still very fair. You now say, okay, at the end of the period, you're selling 100,000 out of the 150,000. Reason why some people would decide to sell some out of all of their produce is based on them. Some want to keep it for a certain period. You don't want to sell so much, you just want to sell a portion of it so that you can raise some funds for emergency. Whatever the case may be, is up to you. It's not rocket science, and it's not cutting stones. You can make your decisions. It's your farm. So you sell 100,000 pieces at 250 naira. Note, this is highly underpriced. Remember, you bought them from us at 500 naira. But let's say you buy it, you're selling lower than the age you bought, okay, or you decide you just want to sell it off quickly and get so much money. At the least, should not go less than 250 naira per one. That is how much at the end of the year. That is 25 million naira. Remember, you still have 50,000 in your farm or more. At the end of that period, you'll be smiling to the bank. You understand? So let's look at another species. This species in particular lays 200 eggs per batch. Okay, so if this species lays 200 eggs per batch, we're expected to have 600. All snails should lay at least 3 times a year. We're expected to have 600 snails from one at the end of the year. Cut down again. I like doing this this loss, even though the normal loss for snail farming is 10 to 20% at most, but some people are new, poor management, it shouldn't be as bad as 50%. Then you're doing something absolutely wrong. You shouldn't. So 50% less, that is 300 snails. Okay, now the cost of 1,000 snails at 500 is 500,000. Yeah, now 1,000 snails lay, ideally 600,000 is what you should expect, but based on the 50% loss that we've included, we say 300,000 at the end of the year. Now you sell 200 pieces out of your 300,000 or more snails at 250 naira. That should be giving you 50 million naira at the end of the year. So you can see that it varies. So let's keep moving. The reason why you should, because some people at this point might be wondering, okay, if this particular species lays 200 eggs and this other one lays 100, why should I choose the one of 200 versus the one of 300? There are so many factors, market factors, your location, different things determine. And at the point of when you reach out to us to help you in that decision, we will guide you through, and then you have the final say. But we will definitely always advise, okay, this is what to start with, this is how to go by it, and then you can grow. So that is why. So you might be wondering, oh, why should I then go for the one that lays lower? No, there are many reasons why, and they are all to your benefit, trust me. So the next one, this one lays really small, lower than the rest. This one lays 15 eggs per batch. Okay, but mind you, this is the species that grows to the giant size. That is why it doesn't lay so much, but then it grows to the giant size. So this species, like every other one, lays 3 times a year, and then we're expecting 45 snails at the end of the year. Now cut down again based on our 50% that we always assume as the normal loss. You have 50% less of that, so 25 snails. Now you buy your 1,000 breeding stock from us at 500 naira per one. That's 500,000. And then 1,000 snails lay 25,000 eggs. After deducting your normal loss of 50%, you are having 25,000 or more. But you say, okay, let's sell 20,000 snails for 1,000 naira each. Now remember, in the previous slide, let me go back, you sell those ones at 250, the other scenario 250, but there is absolutely no way for this particular giant species, the African giant snail, that is mostly in high demand because people want to eat the very big meat, even though the other ones are still valuable. But there's some specific niches which I'll be talking about later, the demand for this size, and this one you can sell for 1,000 naira, you can sell for even more, but these figures here are highly underestimated. You can actually sell for more. So you sell this one at 1,000 naira each, that is 20 million naira at the end of the year. So now we'll be wondering, like I mentioned earlier, different markets. There are different reasons why you should choose scenario A versus scenario B versus scenario C. It's up to your market. It's very important, because at the end of the day, why are we doing business? To make profits, to sell, and it is what the market wants that you should be able to deliver. Mind you, you can make your choice for your market. Okay, you can decide to sell to different places and make your profits. It's all profitable. So where can you market your snails actually? Now we have the local market opportunities, we also have the international market opportunities, and also Agric Economy has an umbrella, which is an off-taker platform where we help you sell your snails. Okay, that's for sure. For everyone in our community, we also have a platform where we can help you sell your snails. Now let's talk about the local market opportunities. If you're reaching out to sell your snails yourself, what are the opportunities? Where are the places you can sell locally? You can sell to hotels, you can sell to restaurants, you can sell to individuals. Okay, there are many more. For the international market opportunities, of course, the demand of snail in the global market is really high. Okay, people export snails every day, and the truth is, even with the amount snails lay, even with the current number of farmers available, we all cannot meet up with the demand, and that is why we have set up this off-taker platform whereby we build this community for everyone that is seeking to sell, and they will help you with that. Now for the international market opportunities, we also have international restaurants as well, international catering services, individuals, we have superstores, we have African markets. These are opportunities globally where you can sell your snails. Okay, now I would also like to let us know about the value chain of snail farming. Now beyond the meat, there is more, and that's why I tell everyone that calls, that asks, make inquiry, do not be worried. The demand is high. Snails can solve a lot of problems in terms of health, in terms of consumption. The pharmaceutical industry need snail farmers, the catering industry needs snail farmers. Okay, so many industries need snails and the byproducts that come from it. So that is where the multiple streams of income of snail farming comes through. So we can get an income from the meat. The meat itself is like the main thing people farm and they want to eat. Now snail slime, I don't know if you've heard about snail slime, but snail slime is used in the beauty industry, is used to repair damaged skin cells. Okay, and it's really costly because it's not easy to extract. Only very few people in Africa have the machine for extraction of snail slime, which makes it really in high value and in demand. Also, it's not something that you get easily. It takes a lot to actually get snail slime from a snail. So that's the another value chain is snail farming. Okay, the blue water as well. Snail, if you've heard, it cures ailments like stroke and some other ailments. So the blue water is used in the pharmaceutical industry, is mixed with certain other things, and once taken, it will actually help to repair those issues. Now the snail shell also is used for calcium. Calcium is given back to the snails to help in growth. In other female industries as well, they use calcium for production of feeds. So you can see that's another opportunity. So you can tap into any of these opportunities. It is not just for the meat. So why not carve a niche for yourself? Don't go the route everybody is going. Focus on the slime, focus on blue water, focus on calcium, any other thing, and tap into the industry. It is huge. It is actually huge. Now the manure as well, which is the waste that comes from snail, it goes back into the soil. It helps in vegetation, it helps in growth, especially for those that are doing the extensive system of snail farming. You can use that as an organic fertilizer. Okay, you don't need to add any extra, which will help your snails to grow and won't damage your snails. So those are a few amongst others multiple stream of income in snail farming. So how do you get started? At this point, I have given so much, and I believe you have taken a lot of value from this, and I hope I've been able to, answer your questions, your doubts, because so many people look at it like, oh, there's so much hype in this, is it really true? But from this analysis, from this explanation, I've been able to do so much to clear your doubt, to show you that this works, this is real. How do you get started? How do you come into the industry? How do you proceed? One thing I tell my community members is that you have to learn before you earn. That is just a fact. You don't gamble into something because, oh, it makes you wealth, it makes you grow, it helps you, you can live your dream on paper. Okay, what is the practical aspect of this? And this is where we come in. We have a course, the Snail Farming Goldmine course. Our Snail Farming Goldmine course is a signature course, I must tell you. This is a course that people have taken even beyond Nigeria. So we that's why when I speak, I try to make people understand that this is for Nigeria. This particular video is for those in Nigeria. If you're in US, if you're in other countries, Ghana, or anywhere you're watching from, we have some students in Israel and so many other places. Please convert to your local currency so that you can understand the value that comes with this. Okay, so this course is a signature course, and we've taught over 1,000 students globally, both on our farm, both online. We've also consulted for a lot of farms and help people set up their farm. The benefit of this course is that you will learn the details about snail farming. Okay, you will learn how to go about it. You will learn to see your snails to maturity stage. Okay, you learn the business aspect, how to market properly. You also learn how to get results. So let me take you through the details of the course, the outline, and what you actually would stand to gain, not just top of my head. You learn the different ways to make money with snail farming. Okay, the major ways how you can position yourself to make 7-figure income. That is our goal. We want to ensure that we make this industry bigger. Okay, the demand is so much that we cannot currently meet up with the demand globally, so we need more people in this industry. It's not just about needing more people. Now we also want you to make profit, so this is part of what will teach you how you can be a multi-millionaire, how you can spend less and make more. Okay, we'll also teach you how to start up your farm at any capacity. Yes, at any capacity. The major farming systems, the equipment you need, profitable species, the identification. Like I mentioned earlier, there are different reasons why people choose whatever species they choose, and that is where we give professional advice on which to choose and which to do. And when it comes to capacity, I know some people have calculated, oh, 1,000 is too much. For me, I can't be able to do that much. I have a small space. This is where our professional training, advice, consultation comes in. We don't generalize here. Okay, we look at what you have, we advise, and we take you through. We help you to ensure that, okay, if you're starting here, you can actually grow, you can increase per time. We also teach you about the successful farming practices, which is very, very important. This is very, very important because these are the details for the success of your snail farming business. Okay, these are the reasons why some people fail, some people back out, some people, if you don't apply these things right, if you gamble, you miss it. So we are going to teach you the best practices here. We're also going to teach you about snail reproduction, hatching, yes. We're going to teach you about how to care for your snails, successful management of your baby snail to avoid death and cannibalism. You'll learn more about this in the course. We also teach you about the housing system. Okay, we have 4 major different housing systems for snails. So if you have a backyard, if you have 1 plot, half plot, 2 plots, 10 plots, 20, we will give you the right advice, and that's why you are here. We also teach you about the revenue streams. I mentioned only a few, but there are up to 11 or more revenue streams in snail farming. So we're going to teach you about it so that you can tap into the different income streams in snail farming. We also teach you about processing and packaging, how to add value to your snails, especially for those who are looking in the line of export. How do you prepare it? There are certain standards. You don't just wake up today and say you want to start exporting. No, there are certain standards and rules you must follow through in terms of processing, packaging, adding value to be able to get more. Because when you meet up with those standards, certainly you can sell 3 or 4 times more than what people are selling here in Nigeria or in your local market, because you added more value to it. All right, so we've come to the end of this free training. So for those who have gone through this and want to know more, like I said, I just ran through the outline. We have 3 options. We have an option for those that want to take the online training. The online training is a video lifetime access course. Okay, you have a full lifetime access to it. You can make reference to it now, in the future, anytime you want to start. When you have issues, you can go back to it. It's specifically for those who are far away, those who are out of the country and still want to take this course. We recommend the online training for you. For those who can come down to our farm is currently, our training farm is in Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria. If you can come down, then it costs 100,000 naira for the physical training. Okay, and you also get access to the online training as well for those who come for the physical training. And then we also offer a consultation service, one-on-one consultation on your site. This implies that for those who want to set up their farms, half a plot and more, you have half plot, 1 plot, 2, 10 and the rest. You want us to come inspect your site, because a lot goes into this. Now you don't want to gamble. At that point, we're looking at those doing half a plot or more as a big project. It's not something you can handle alone. If you feel you can handle it alone and you want us to come down, review, give you our own analysis, give you a report and guide you through, the consultation fee is 200,000 naira. We will come down with our other staff, will review and then give you a report. We'll also handle your project management for you. Okay, it's all part of what we'll discuss after the consultation. So we also talk about your project management, setting up your farm, and beyond your farm, that is beyond building and construction, we also offer a service where we'll manage your farm for a period of 6 months. Okay, so these are other things we discuss after consultation. So the first thing is to learn, like I said, before you earn, so that you don't invest your money in something and at the end of the day you're running helter skelter. That is what we call medicine after death, which a lot of people like to do, and I do not recommend. Please learn before you think about the millions. The millions are there, but you just have to follow best practices, do things right. All right, I congratulate you for staying to the end of this video, and I really appreciate you. I promised at the beginning that I was going to do a free checklist for everyone that stays, and this free checklist has some other details that were not discussed here. Okay, it will help you to start a profitable snail farm as well. It will help also guide you in your decision making process. Okay, so to get this free checklist, you send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay, my assistant will definitely respond. As soon as you drop the message, you'll get a response. You send the message saying I want the snail farming checklist to this number on the screen. Okay, and alternatively, there's a button below where you just click, which will take you straight to WhatsApp, and then you request for the snail farming checklist, which will be given to you on WhatsApp. So do that now. Do that now. We are expecting you, because you've done so well. Thank you. So we've come to the end of today's training. We've also talked about progress for those who want to take action immediately. And if you still have further questions, you can also reach out via this same WhatsApp number. Okay, you send a message asking your questions. For clarity, of course, it's very important, because we have some people that still have some things bothering them, especially for those that have some myth, some things they've heard, and you want to debunk those ideas, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp as well. We will definitely respond to you. You can send us an email as well at hello@agriceconomy.com. I will take it again, hello@agriceconomy.com, to ask your questions and anything you need. All right, thank you so much for listening. See you at the top. Thank you.